Okay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Today, I'm just going to be introducing to you the five-figure business builder. Don't want to make it too complicated and want to just get this information out as quick as possible to our network and some of our older clients, whatever. And some people that have been contacting us for information that's been on the fence. And I'm showing you this program today because I know when you start doing the research for building your business, the numbers scare you, and I don't want you to be positioned like that anymore. So we worked really hard to roll out this program, so hopefully it'll work for you. My name is Deanna Ellison. I am the owner of Kingdom Empires Enterprises out of Cleveland, Ohio. Um, been in business in general since the late 90s. We started Kingdom Empires yeah, it was last year in 2015, just to get into the industry and build good, successful businesses and just have our place in the market based on our service, our excellence. Wanting to make a difference, make a change. I started out in business because, well, actually, every business that I started was because I got bad service somewhere, whether it was on my mortgage. Um, yeah, I got into real estate when I bought my house. When someone did bad contracting work for me, when I went to a specialty store and the service was bad, the product was bad, the return policy was horrible, just whatever it was, when people weren't doing their best to give consumers, they're spending the money that they earned and spending it with them, not giving them the best service. So anything that I've done is to be able to make a mark in the industry and to give a better way of doing business and a better way to spend your money and still get the excellence, the respect, and the quality that you deserve. So that's just a little bit about, where we're coming from or whatever. You can probably Google me. Um, you'll probably find a whole bunch of other information about me, just some of the other things that I do. But you can look up Kingdom Empires. Like I said, it's one of our newer entities and just something that's really precious to me. And still 20 something, yeah, 20 years, almost 20 years later. Wow. I'm still helping businesses. So let's just get started and let's talk about this five-figure business model builder. Okay, before we start, let's just make it clear who this is not for. If you're a medium to large business, stop now. Don't watch this webinar any further. Thank you for your time and, wanting to hook up and work with us. This isn't for you. If you're already a six-figure earner, this is not for you. If your current monthly income, you're a current monthly five-figure earner, this is not for you. Businesses successfully running marketing and campaigns that give a 10 times return on investment and you're spending at least $1,000 a month in advertising. Nope, this isn't for you either. People who don't have time to put into their idea, because if you don't have time to invest, you're not a business owner or entrepreneur. You just have an idea, or you have no budget for outsourcing, because maybe you do have a good idea that could be a business, but you can't do the work, you need help, so you have a budget for outsourcing. But if you don't, this isn't for you. And if you're just looking to earn a couple of extra dollars and, trying to do something real quick because you are in a bind or an emergency, and not looking at nothing long term, then this really is not for you. But let's talk about who this is for. Small businesses wanting to expand, we got you. Entrepreneurs running to run a successful business, you stay on, don't go nowhere. People who don't already earn five figures per month, this is for you. People who don't have a system in place to grow and scale their business. People who don't have the money to make a large investment in high price tools. People who want to build their current business or project or start a new business because you're not in business yet into a monthly five-figure income. This is where you need to be. And people who need better rankings and exposure for their business. If you have a website and your website has been up any length of time and you're not even ranking on Google, or you're on page 3, 4, 5, 20, a million, whatever the case is, then this is for you as well. Okay. Okay, let's get started and just dive right into the information. All right, what are the basics to start and run a business? I mean, really think about it. What all do you have to do and be responsible for? Okay, first you need a business plan. You need to know what in the world you're doing. If you started your business and didn't have a business plan, I guarantee you there's problems and things that you didn't look out for and didn't expect and didn't plan for that caused you some setback, delay, discouragement, or something that were avoidable had you had a plan. So, a business plan is a basic. Having a product or a service is a basic. Accounting system, you got to be able to keep track of your money. Customer service, if you don't offer good customer service or service at all, you're not in business. No, not to stay, not to last. Legal structure. Some people want to just, me, myself, my name, and that's it. But some people want security. So if somebody sue them, they're not suing you, yourself, your name. So, they have incorporations, they have LLCs, partnerships, whatever. So, legal business structure. And then that's not just federal level, that's state and local, because you need sometimes, depending on how your structure is, you need business license, vendor's license, and things like that. So making sure all that is in order. Your banking, especially if you're going to have a legal structure that's an LLC or a corporation, you got to have a bank account separate from your own personal money. Otherwise, that's a big problem down the road. And trust me, it becomes a problem. You have to have a method for getting sales. You have to have a marketing plan for advertising. People need to know you're in business and know who you are. Just because of technology and society, you got to have a website, which means you need to have a domain name. You got to have a website built. You need hosting. And any smart business is finding a way to get an app so they can stay in constant contact with their customers. You got to have a social presence. Everything is socially driven. Your business reputation is socially driven. So you have to have a social presence that represents you, because you don't want the first thing on social media to be something negative about your business. You got to have SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. Is vital to have SEO, because when someone searches Google, you want them to be able to find you, not because they searched your name. What about people who never heard of you before? How do they find you? They find you because they're looking for something very specific, and you can meet that need. So SEO makes it so that your website shows up in a good place in Google, so that when people go searching, they can see you, they can find you. Okay. Advertising, PPC. PPC is pay per click. Just different, other retargeting, Facebook ads, Twitter ads. There's so many different other places, and email marketing, advertising, cold calling. In terms of marketing, there's so many different things that a business has to plan for. Content. You can't have a website, do a flyer, a brochure, have a social media presence if you don't have content about your product, your service, or your niche. Flat out. It just is what it is. List building and lead generation. You have to not only have customers, but you have to have a sales pipeline where you're having leads come in. You need a way to get those leads, and then a process and a system in place that once you get those leads, you're doing something with them. You have to be able to put leads, whether they're warm, whether they're cold, where you got them from, so you can split test and see what marketing is effective. There's so many different things that goes into that whole process of list building and lead generation. List building makes it so you can contact your customers again. Lead generation makes sure that you can get new customers. Branding, man, I can't talk about enough about branding. I see people and work with people who have 5 different logos going around the internet and offline for their business, but wonder why no one can find them, no one knows them, because they keep seeing this name, but they don't know it's you, because you keep switching your look. And even if you change your look, let there be some consistency. Don't have 5 different looks on the web. I mean, everybody now and again updates a logo or something, but consistently present your business a certain way so people know that it's you, that they know, that you're a business of excellence, that you ain't going nowhere. Make yourself look professional. And then other stuff like payment processing. Okay, now you got customers, how they gonna pay you? You know, You got leads now. Where's your CRM? How are you going to manage those leads? How are you going to follow up? What type of platform you're going to use for invoicing? And how did you say you're going to collect the payment again? And you do know that there is a world of people, including me, that don't like PayPal. So don't let that be your end all, But you don't have to have a merchant account and get approved and get locked into a 2-year contract either. So or pay monthly even when you're not using it. So there's so many things that we have to look at and consider when we're talking about business basics. Now, let's put a price tag on all this stuff. Everything has a cost, everything has a startup. Some stuff is just a one-time cost, some stuff is monthly, but whatever it is, there's always some type of cost involved with it. I guess down there for payment processing, I could have considered merchant accounts that charge you for equipment if you're a brick and mortar business, or charge you a monthly fee, whether or not you even use them every month, and they direct debit it straight out of your business banking account. So I mean, that's something that's not even accounted for on here. But look at it: your product or service. How much does it take to make your product or service or to offer it? Anywhere from 0 to 200, and even more depending on what your product is per time you have to make it. Every time, each and every time you make it, unless it's a digital product, which those are handy too, and they're very viable in today's society. But what is the cost to make your product or to do your service? And that's not counting your profit. That's the cost to you in order to render the service or the product to your customer. Accounting, either you can pay one time or pay monthly for cloud. Customer service, that's having somebody besides yourself that's able to respond to emails. And you may need a virtual assistant, and you might need someone local in your area that knows your area, or you might want to work with somebody in the US, or might want to outsource to another company. That's another expense. Legal structure, most states charge anywhere from $100 to $200 to file with the state, and that doesn't include vendor's license. That doesn't include any other expenses that are extremely relevant for your structure. Gotta have a business banking account if you're going to operate under a business name. There's no way around it. How much does it cost to open an account? Anywhere from $50 to $100 to $500 per account that you open. And generally, FYI, a tip, because we do so many things online, don't let the account that you receive money in be the same account that you pay money out. So you need to have more than one account. It just is what it is. You want to protect your money just in case of any type of hack or anything. So if you only have my deposit account, the money that I make goes into that account. Then when it gets in there, I transfer it to the account that I use to pay out payroll, to pay out vendors, to pay out expenses, to pay myself. But in that account information, nobody knows but me. It's an internal account that no one but the bank and me know. It doesn't have any debit cards attached to it or nothing like that. Why? Because you don't want anyway. You want to protect yourself just as a small business in immediate times. If you have 6 figures in the account and you get hacked for your account information or something, and they get $1,000 or $2,000, you still have other money. You still want that money back, but you have other money. But what happens when that's all you got and you still have to keep running a business? So certain things we do to protect ourselves, to give us that extra cushion. Sales funnels, sales automation. Man, there's services out there that cost $1,200 just for a consultation and to get you set up. And that's a requirement, no way around it, paid up front. And then they charge you monthly. And trust me, I don't even know how much they charge you monthly, but I do know what they charge some places charge to get you set up. Marketing is depends on your business, depends on your customer base, depends on your cost per customer. The how much you charge for your service or how much you charge for your product. But marketing can be anywhere from as cheap as $50 a week to $500 a month to there's companies that pay millions of dollars a month in marketing because they know they're going to get a return on their investment. Website, domain, hosting, app. Your domain you pay annually. Your website you generally pay somebody to build it unless you do it yourself. Hosting is a must. You have to have a place where, your website and domain come together, and an app, is its own monthly expense, a one-time expense to build it and another expense to host it. And it's separate from your domain hosting. Your social presence, some people pay to have companies build out all their social sites. FYI, there's more social sites than just Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and Google Plus. There's a lot of other relevant places where you can get exposure for your business that are really, 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 really worth it. So to have all your social presence set up and consistent is a big deal. SEO, like I told you a few minutes ago, search engine optimization is a big deal. I know for a fact that most of the clients that I work with, we don't charge under four figures. So 750 is just being nice. If you piece it together, some real cheap, maybe questionable places, but if you want some quality stuff, and quality rankings, and not someone's going to tell you, well, you may rank, you might not rank. No, we're going to work it, and you're going to get positioned. Then you're going to pay for it. That's all part of it, because those are highly sought after positions to be on the first page of Google and Yahoo and Bing and the search engines, period. Advertising and PPC, again, that depends on the popularity of the industry that you're in and how lucrative it is to your competition. They are the driving force behind how much you all pay. You all compete to get noticed in search engine listings and on different areas of web pages, and you pay per click. Every click that comes to your site, whether it converts or not, you pay per click. Some places you pay per impression. It just depends. So that's an expense in itself. Generally, your PPC and that advertising cost is generally 2 to 6 times more than what you pay on SEO for SEO, because the results are less. They do convert, but you get seen less. And if we ever have a chance, we'll break down how SEO and all that works. Content, you got to have something to talk about. You got to have something on your web pages, brochures. We said that. And generally, that's something you outsource. Why? Because you generally don't sit around and just write articles all day. If you do, that's something you can save. List building and lead generation, most places charge you per lead. List building, they don't charge you to, some places they charge you how many people are on your list. Some places charge you how much you email your list. So it's a monthly expense. And branding, getting your logo and all that stuff done, the basics to identify who you are, is generally a one-time cost until you need to make changes or shifts or need new media. Like, you might have a brochure, but now you need a banner, or you have a banner, but now you need verticals and or step and repeats, or whatever the case may be. You're doing live events, you need binders that are customized, whatever promotional items you use. So those are expenses for that. It could be one time or reoccurring, just based on need. So if we total all this up, a one time cost of $3,300, and then a monthly cost of about $1,200 to $1,300 on average for a new starting business. Is that something that you're able to shell out real quick right now to get you to a place of a 5-figure a month income? Now, if you had it already, then yeah, that would be good. But how about, let's talk about building up to this place where you can afford that. Is But you need to be able to spend that to get where you're going. Is this something that's feasible? I mean, and that's just being honest, asking those questions. So again, here's a question. What if I don't have that kind of money? Can I still have a successful business? Of course you can. Yeah. Our answer is yes. And you can have a successful business. You might have to take a little more time to build and really have um, a real good hustle and a real good grind to get where it is you're trying to go. But you can do it, and it also depends on your market and the time frame that you're working with to be able to scale and to grow. But what we've done, we've helped people start businesses and build incomes. We had helped people that didn't have any idea what they wanted to do to find their niche, find something they could do that they were passionate about, and they were able to build their incomes. Did we have a few hit or misses, trial and error? Yeah, because some people legitimately didn't know what they wanted to do. So we had to start with something and just work from there. But we helped them find their place in an industry that they were able to grow in. We have helped people with their web presence, their branding, their websites, all of that, their SEO, their logos, their online and offline campaigns, their live events. We've helped people grow and scale their businesses to go from one income stream to 7 income streams, all from the same business without having to have 5 or 6 different businesses to do it. We've helped people automate their business and develop a system for their sales and their clients. When you have systems in place and you automate your business, that actually gives you the freedom that 9 out of 10 you were after in the first place when you went into business for yourself. You wanted to be able to control your income, but you also wanted to be able to build your free time. And a lot of business owners still haven't been able to do that. Some people because they're just passionate about their business, other people because they haven't found balance in their business. The one thing that I pride myself on is that we've helped all of them do it debt free. We don't believe in bank loans and borrowing. No, we believe in earning and making it grow. Earning and making it grow. I don't care if you don't have anything right now. We believe in earning and making it grow. And we work with our customers and our clients to make sure that they can do that. Does it take a little longer? In some instances, yes, but a lot of times it doesn't. But to know that you have an option where you can have revenue coming in and it's all yours and you don't owe anybody for your success. You don't owe anybody for your growth. You don't owe anybody for inventory. You don't owe anybody for anything concerning your business because you earned it. So it's yours. So that's what we focus on. Okay. Let's just be clear. We're not the only company out there that help you grow your business, to help you with your business. But I will say this, they really do charge for their time. I charge about $125 an hour on the lowest end, which I very rarely do that anymore. I believe my time is worth what I charge, so I charge it. And there are other companies that do that as well. Some companies that do a lot of coaching and consulting, yeah, their fees are they're up there. They're up there. But then you do have places that give you free information, but they don't give you enough so you know what to do. You know, they give you free information, and trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. I've learned a lot from people that, just, have different books and things available, because I research and I study so that I can stay on top of stuff. So free information is not a bad thing, but you still have to be able to put everything together and make it work. Others that give you information, they overwhelm you with information just so you have to work with them in order to do it because they make it seem like it's too much to do. And, and that's their strategy. We don't want to do either one of those things. We don't want to give you information and leave stuff out. And we don't want to give you too much so that you're paralyzed and unable to use it because you don't know which direction to go. And then, of course, there's always those companies that are not as good as the others. They don't have any reputation of really being able to produce or give good information or do ethical strategies and tactics to grow your business so that it's lasting. That's one thing we do. Anything that we do is above board. It's white hat. It's industry standards or above, nothing beneath, nothing questionable, but we do everything above board so that you can have the integrity of knowing and the peace of mind of knowing that the integrity working behind the scenes is working so that your business is sustained. Okay, so now I want to introduce to you the 5-figure business builder because I know that's what you want to hear about and know what it does. Okay, it's a complete business builder, complete coaching system, and a complete networking block. And when I mean complete, I mean complete. We work with your existing business, or if you don't have one, we help you start your business. We take you step by step to build or restructure so that you can reach your goals. 5K is only $10,000 a month, but we're not talking about grossing that, because a lot of people gross it, but once they get their cut, what's left is not anywhere near the five figures that they brought in. And so we're working to build your net income, so that you have that sustainability, that quality of life, that quality of time and freedom to really, have a real good life experience. We work on audience building, sales, marketing, accounting, content, all your web stuff and SEO. And we do all that in the Business Builder, and we coach you along the way. Each plan is customized. Yes, there are basic building blocks, but we look at who you are, what you can do. We look at your fears, your insecurities, the things you are really good at, the things that you don't want to touch. We pull all that together, because it's important that you're able to get it done. And we use a learning management system to make it so that we can keep track of everything. We have a paper trail of everything that we're doing, that we're discussing, that you're able to communicate back and forth with coaches, with other people in the network, with specialized services that may be available, just whatever's available. And our networking is exactly what it says. We're a community. We're building a community of like-minded people that want to build their business and grow their income. And so once you become part of the Business Builder program, you have access to that networking, that community. And I'll tell you why that's important as we go. But let's start off what happens. Weekly task and support is what you get. The first 2 weeks are critical. We work with your current niche, or we pick one. We do what's called a business matrix plan, which helps us build out your content and the path that we're going to take, because everybody's niche is different. And even if two people have the same niche, their region, their location, or even their specialty could be different. So we take it piece by piece, business by business. All we do is called a 7-day startup program, where we literally launch your business in 7 days. The reason is most of us don't do something because we procrastinate, or we're looking to do it in perfection, and that's just unrealistic. So we take out every hindrance, every procrastination, every excuse, every reason, and we just go ahead, we work it out, and we get it done. And we coach you through that whole process. Understand, in this program, we don't do it for you. You do it. We just help you. That way, you put that time in. You actually know what's going on in your business. You're able to have it structured the way it fits you and what's best for you. And so that way, no matter where you take your business, it's still yours. You still are able to do and grow it, and you don't lose your vision and your goal for what it is you're trying to do. We review products and services, so that at the end of that 7 days, you have something that you can start promoting and start making income off of. We build customer personas so that we know exactly who it is you're trying to sell to. And let me see what else. Oh, we do those things to make those legal decisions. Are you going to be, Amy Smith Catering, or Joe Sam's Consulting, or is it just going to be you in business, or are you going to have a business name? Are you going to file with the state? Do you need a tax ID? Or is it going to be a sole proprietor, a LLC, a partnership, incorporation? We don't make those legal decisions for you, and business decisions for you, but we help you flow in the decision that you make that best fits you. Anything that we do is not considered legal or professional in terms of, this is the what you're supposed to do. No, we coach you through the basics, give you the information, go with the decisions that you make to try to help you grow your business. We do your website. First week, we knock out a website. If you already have one, sometimes we might revamp it. And having a website means you have your own domain and your own website hosting and your own website, not a shared site, not a site that you got from a free site you got from a program that you're in. None of that. Your own site, because we're not going to build somebody else's income while we're trying to build yours. We're going to build yours. So you have to have your own sites. We do all that in week 1. In week 2, we do accounting and banking. We actually um, give you show you access to a free accounting cloud, um, go over different things to look for in your business banking, and just make sure all that's set up so you're ready for payment processing, working with different payment processors so you can be able to get your money. Customer service, setting that up, customer service, customer support, all those things are just so relevant, and just your customers having good experience, especially if they're the type, you offer the type of service or product where you want to have repeat business from them, and it's likely because of the product or service you're offering. Sales and marketing, how to get out there, how your sales flow should go, refund policies, everything like that, who's paying for shipping, different stuff like that. If it's digital download or if it's a service or membership, making sure that's secure, making sure that what you're charging is market sound and everything, list building and lead generation, SEO, branding, outsourcing, all these things we do week 2, and we continue just to do these things as we go on. But we did week 2, we hit it hard. I mean, week 1 and 2, just we knock it out. Why? Because we're giving you that start. By the time 2017 comes in, we want you as close to possible to reaching your goal, so you can say by the end of 2017 that not only were you a 5-figure monthly earner, but you turn into a 6-figure annual earner. Okay, so that's our goal. That's what we're pushing towards. Week 3 and 4, all we do is grow. We scale. We find out what works, what doesn't. We find out more. We define more of who your customer base is. We take your content and we keep it going. We set new goals if needed. We just continue to build the audience, look for ways to automate. We set long-term goals and expectations based off of the things that have happened in the first few weeks. By week 4, that's what we're doing. We're setting goals. We're keeping up with market, industry, and niche trends to protect our growth. One thing that I still dislike strongly about working with people is when they have this great business idea, they really want to get into business. They do everything they have to start, but they do nothing else to stay educated and to grow and to shift and to know what's available, what's new on the market, what's really working, what's not, what's antiquated, outdated, and old school that they're still using that they need to change. Those are the things that, that we look at. And when I work with clients that don't do that, it's hard to do business with them because they're not willing to grow for real. They're just not. They did what it took to get started, and they thought that was it. That's never it. You keep working. Even when you automate it, there's still transition and changes you have to be willing to make and ready to make. So that's what, we gotta have all that stuff in order. And those are things that we focus on. We focus on that because we don't want you to have 2 or 3 months of really good success, and then there's this major change in the industry and you're not able to sustain your business because of it, or all of a sudden prices are being undercut because of new automation and you didn't plan or prepare for it, so you can't even stay cutting edge. We try to avoid all that because we make sure we stay relevant because we stay educated. Most importantly, you get access to the tools and techniques large companies use to make their mark in the industry. Generally, a lot of stuff we talked about, you saw it on the previous slide. Man, that's money, and that's just on a small scale. $12.77 a month, I think that's what it was. That's small scale. Large companies, I promise you, they're paying 5 and 6 figures a month to keep business coming in. And the tools that they're using to make that happen, we're giving you access to those tools. We're doing all that behind the scene work for marketing, SEO, ranking, lead generation, all those things to position you. The things that consultants charge you $5, $6, and $7,000 a month for are included in this program. Why? Because they're basic. They're basic. It's just a matter of knowledge and putting them into action. But we also want you to be able to focus on building your business in terms of sales. If we set everything up, you still need to be able to go out and get sales. You need to have that in place. If you're not selling nothing, no matter how perfect your setup is, you're still not making any money. So if we can get you started in those first 2 weeks, we maintain everything from the back end so you can focus on sales. You have a better chance of growing, especially growing your income to the point where you can start hiring people. Um, my goal is to have every client leave me one day because they've outgrown my services. They've actually hired somebody in-house that does what I do for them so that they can continue and maintain, because I've given them that much information and quality that they can move past where I've taken them. Now tell me how many people are willing to let go of money like that. Okay, that's how much we believe in just really giving you that start, helping you reach that goal to grow, and then letting you soar, giving you that launch pad that you need to get going. Okay, so what is the secret to the 5-figure business builder? Our service, man. I mean, it just is what it is. We really help you. We really help you to really grow and get to the top of that mountain, get over that hump, whatever it is to get you started and get you going. The secret to it is our networking. This business builder program is a co-op. What does that mean? We take all the high price services, everything that you need. We take a group of people, charge one fee, bring everybody's money in together, get the services, and then distribute them to all the members. Why is that important? Because generally, to be honest, if a business wanted just to, let's just say SEO, if a business wanted to have all the tools to be able to research and analyze their competition, find out what the best keywords are, get everything they need for a successful campaign, for SEO, for marketing, for pay per click, even for a small business, the base cost is $650 a month. No lie. That is the base cost. And that's without growing any. That's just giving you the basics so that you could turn around and spend the money you need to compete. $650 a month. So what if we all put a piece in and we all have access to those services? Now, of course, we all to cover a group of businesses is more than that, but understand what I'm saying. We're taking the cost factor out so that you can still get the quality of service and everything that you need. SEO services alone can run hundreds to thousands to tens of $1,000s a month. But with and really 750, and I said 650, but 750, that's what you might be able to get somebody to do it for you for. Doing it yourself is still about 650 or more. But I can, call me if you want to. I will go online and show you where people are spending 30, 50, 60, and 7 and 8 figures a month in advertising and marketing. And yes, they are expecting and getting a return on their investment. Otherwise, they wouldn't be spending it. But if you're in the same industry as a 7, 8 figure a month spender for marketing, not income, but just for marketing, you may think it's hard to compete. But understand there's still a piece of that pie, and that's what we do. We get you to a place where you find your customer base, find your niche in the industry, and we grow it. So you get the coaching you need so that you know what to do and how to do it. And really that coaching is more accountability. We stay on you to keep time frames, to keep your goals, to not to drop the ball. We understand life happens, but if you go out there and get it done, then guess what? You'll go out there and you'll get it done. So if you start, you can finish. So we take it step by step so that you reach your goal. You get the services you need. Like I said, a lot of stuff, we've researched and we know different places, and we work with different companies and we partner so that you are able to get some of the services that you need. Some stuff is free. Other stuff is highly discounted or whatever, but we do that so you can have an opportunity to really grow your business, get the support you need. from different service providers and just within our organization so that you can ask the questions. We'll go over research, we'll find the answers, we'll give you everything that we have. We're not holding anything back. We're giving you the best because we want you to be able to get the best results. The pricing, marketing, and SEO you need, yes, all that's there. We get your SEO, we do all your backlinking, your on page SEO, your off page SEO, everything that it takes to get your site ranked. We do all of that so that you can start earning the income you need. I mean, think about it. You want a business that's flowing, that's sustained, that's automated as possible. So once you start having a better income, that you have the time and freedom to actually live life. Okay. There was a time where I ran a mortgage company back in the early 2000s, and I literally would go in. It was one summer. I would go in, it was dark. I would leave, it was dark. How do you miss the whole entire summer? Do you know how many hours of daylight there is in the summertime? I missed all of them because I was in my office all day long. I was working and working. I had a goal and there was a reason. And then there was some incompetence in my office. My partner, had some family and life struggles that impacted my ability. At the time, I was single. I didn't have any kids. So, certain things I did to make up that slack. And it still is much money. I mean, I would go anywhere from 10,000 a week to 60,000 a week to 4,000 a day, and never could leave the office to enjoy anything that I was bringing in because I had to work my business. So we want to find a way to automate things so that you can actually enjoy the daylight, enjoy being able to do something, enjoy family, enjoy friends, enjoy your kids, whatever it is you like to do, to be able to do it, have the money to do it with, have the time to do it, and know that your income is still being sustained and still growing. Okay, how can we offer this program? We network with like-minded individuals, and we give them access to a big piece of the pie for not even a crumb of the cost. We make the program a DIY program, meaning we can charge what we charge because we don't do all the work. We show you how to do the work. But we do offer a DFY, we're done for you, to fit your business. It just depends on what your business is and what all you're trying to accomplish. You do the work on your end in terms of sales and marketing. Don't worry, we still guide you and coach you through that. And we do the work to get you a presence in the market. So that way you can not only build, but sustain and grow a little faster. Because it is a network, we can help each other build our businesses. So you're not doing it by yourself. We're part of the network, so we're building our business. We have a couple of different passions that, we're trying to build. And I guess that's where this was birthed from, knowing how much it would take to launch a new company, to launch a new idea, a new concept, and not having everything, not wanting to put all that energy and time and just thinking about, what happens when someone's just brand new and they don't know how to build five-figure incomes. What happens, to in those scenarios. So, we really have a feel of what it is to be in the market, and we want to give you the opportunity to get past a lot of the hurdles and the stumbling blocks and the hump in the road that seems like it's getting bigger and not smaller, and you're not any closer to the top 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years than you were when you started. So this is what we thought about and what we wanted to overcome. So let's look at our network. Let's say, what if there are 2,000 people across the U.S. in the network, okay? And, that's our goal for our first year beta membership. We want at least 2,000 people in the network. Is it possible or likely that more people want to be part of it? Yes. But we want to, see how it really works, see if it's really beneficial, see how much effort it takes, see are people really willing to work their businesses and be accountable and make the program beneficial for everybody. So let's just say first you have you in a 2,000 member network. So when you launch a new product, when you have a live event, when you launch a new service, when you just launch your business, period, a 2,000 member network is there to support you to undergird your launch. And then let's say they promote it for you in whatever methods that we make available. And let's just say lowball, 20 of their friends get it. Now your reach of 2,000 has changed to 40,000. And let's say 10 of their friends get it. So now your 40,000 is switched to 400,000. And then let's just say 5 of their friends get it. And now your reach has reached 2 million. Can you imagine, even with the local brick and mortar, just having access to that number of people? Because even if those 2 million aren't in your city, they probably have a relative, a friend, a classmate, a colleague. So there is ways to use the power of numbers to work in your favor, to build your audience, to build your brand, to build your launch, to give you, get you on the bestsellers list if you're an author. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, the network is there. And that's what the network is for. Being part of the network, yeah, you got to participate and help promote other businesses, because that's the benefit of the co-op. That's the benefit of us putting everything together so that we could use those resources and other platforms to grow. Don't get selfish and don't get stingy. If all you out to do is build your business and you're not going to help nobody else, but you want everybody to help you, don't join. We is not that pressed to have you a part of the network if you're not going to really be a team player and really be a support, not just get everything you can and run. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. Okay, your network and reach can grow even if you're a local brick and mortar. I just talked about that. And so the question is, how much is that worth to you? I mean, honestly, how much is it worth to, even if all you do is reach additional 2,000 people? What is the number on that? Think about where you are now. How much is a lead worth to you? How much do you pay for leads now? How much is a new customer? What is the return on investment? What is the worth of each customer? What is their value? Each customer is valued at what? $5 a customer, $20 a customer, $175 a customer, $3,000 a customer. What is the value of each customer in your pipeline? What is that lifetime value like? So how much would you value this network and this reach after your income is built? We continue to maintain your presence for continued growth and customer retention. Let me just be real honest. If you want to keep your place once you get it, you have to do what it takes to maintain it. You can't just, if you pay for SEO and you're not ranking anymore, that's because you ain't paying for it anymore. You're not doing anything to keep your rankings. And trust me, if you pay for SEO and you dropped your SEO consultant, I can almost guarantee you that they took down and undid whatever they did to get you where you are, because it just is what it is, and they replaced you with somebody else and put them where you were. I just about know for sure. And that's just how the business is. So if get positioned where you want to, or when you get positioned where you want to, you got your income built, you have to do something to stay there. You're not going to stay there if you don't continue to work your business. Yeah, even recurring income, after a while, people drop off. They can't figure out. I'm real good. I'll go through and look at whatever is coming out monthly out of my account and just going and canceling stuff that I don't use anymore, that's not giving me any value, that just, I don't even know why I signed up in the first place. So don't even bank on membership and recurring income, because you have to do something to make your service indispensable if you want to keep that revenue. So we continue to maintain your presence for continued growth and customer retention after you get through your first 4 weeks. After you get through your first 2, you're off and running. Actually, after your first week, you're off and running. Your second week, you really got all your foundation stuff down. Week 3 and 4, you're still getting educated. We're still working kinks out. And then from there, and that's just in the first month. Then after that, what are we doing? We're still growing. We're, making sure you reach your income goals. Some people will reach their income goals in the first 3 weeks. I promise you. It just depends on their niche and their drive. Because the food truck customer is not worth as much as the plumber's customer. And it just is what it is. So it all depends on, your business, your profession, your niche, your service, your product. But we keep working with you until we do what we said, that 5-figure income. All right, so here's a breakdown of what the 5-figure business builder offers. Look at that. You see that first column? $27 a month. That's it. That's it. Tell me where you're going to get all that value. Did you see that $1,277 a month? We're talking $27 for one business, for one keyword, and you do it yourself. We work with you, but we're not going to tell you that you need an article written to go, on your website and we write it for you. No, you're going to write it, or you're going to get somebody else to write it, or you're going to go and pay for an extra service and have someone on our team write it. But we're not going to do it for you. The middle package is $97 a month. You get one, but you still for your one business, 4 keywords. Some businesses are service driven or product driven, so having multiple keywords is that they're ranking for and that they're promoting and marketing for is very important. We also, with the $97 a month, is still a DIY, but we'll help you with ranking videos. Google may be number one in the search engine, but YouTube is the number 2 search engine. People will go and search YouTube and search videos. And then we also offer call tracking so that you can see where your leads are coming from, be able to get all that. We offer call tracking, but it's an add-on service that's available with that package, but you still pay for the minutes that are used, and pay for access to the number. Okay, the access to the number is included in your 97. You just pay for the minutes. So just to let you know, that's an extra charge. And then the $497 a month package is for 5 businesses, because some people legitimately have a small network of businesses that reach different niches. I've seen people that have a cleaning business, a cafe, a salon. They manage other businesses that they don't necessarily work in. So they would, we have a package for that too. 5 businesses, 10 keywords for each business. A lot of the stuff is done for you, because if you're running 5 businesses, you don't have maybe a lot of time for DIY. So there are certain things that we will do for you, and it's spelled out. And then we do 5 videos per month. So either you can do, we work on ranking 5 videos per month. You can either do 1 per business or split it up, or however you want to do it. But that's what our 5-figure business builder programs offer. Now, let's be honest. Even our $500 program is more than 50% off of the average monthly cost. Our 5-figure business builder $497 a month plan is actually smaller than what one small business would pay to have access to tools for their SEO to do it by themselves without paying a consultant. That's how this pricing is. That's why this program is what it is. That's why it's value. It's value. Any way you look at it, it's value. We're giving you the things that you need. Look here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's look at this. There are other expenses. And this is just an example. You got to have your domain, your hosting, your state filing fees, your outsourcing, call tracking, pay-per-click. And those are just an example of just some of the things that, yes, you still pay for yourself, but we still give you access and do a lot of the things that you don't have to do on your own or have to worry about. But there are things that, if they're not already in place, this is a new business for you, or if you've been, sharing web space or you got a free sites are no-nos. Not if you're professional, not if you're serious about your business. Free sites are a no-no. So, we go through and we work all that stuff out so that you understand and it's clear that stuff that you need to pay for up front, because that's yours. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to you. Your domain belongs to you. Your hosting account belongs to you. Yes, we make suggestions from just our time in business, and some of those suggestions, yes, we do make an affiliate commission off of. But it just is what it is. We're giving you the services that we know for a fact offer you quality at a good price, because I don't just pay for a name. If the name and the quality and the service is there, then cool. But if it's just a name, because certain things that everybody know, I didn't jump on a Google bandwagon when Google first came out. Why? Google got popular because they had good marketing advertising. The good thing about Google is that they backed up what they were able to do. So I stayed with Yahoo for my email and everything. In my search engine, I wouldn't even search Google. Why? Because I didn't chase the name. I went after the quality. I went after what the service offered. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying that because when I say a domain, you might think of a company. That doesn't mean they're the best. So we recommend stuff based on who really is the best, and they're actually offering quality and making it work for you. Okay, let's look at this again. The business basic cost. We looked at this earlier and saw everything that's here that's offered. I mean, come on, $27 a month compared to, matter of fact, the $27 a month gets rid of the one-time cost and the monthly cost. I mean, you'll have a few of those one-time costs, like we said, the domain, the legal structure, your bank account, stuff like that is just part of starting a business. But look at how much other stuff that you're not going to pay for, even on a monthly basis. It's just the expense is not there. And we're showing you all the tools that you need to still have a successful business, that you're not, cutting on quality, cutting on integrity, cutting on professionalism, but still offering the best. And no, we're not talking about using Fiverr. We're not talking about outsourcing to some crazy places. We're not talking about doing stuff that's, under the table. We're talking about above board professional services, professional quality at your fingertips so that you can grow a real sophisticated and income producing business. We're talking about 5-figure a month in your pocket, in your household, causing change in your world because you have a good business, that you've cut your expenses down for one to, benefit your income, but you're able to build in places and grow in places that you weren't before, because you don't have to spend the same amount to get the same results. I mean, come on. This is to me, it's a no-brainer, not because it's just, my product or my service, but I understand how much it costs. There are times where I had to start over from zero, from scratch, from absolutely nothing, where I had everything. I mean, multiples of everything, and had to start over. And I was never scared to start over because I knew I had a good idea. I knew I had a plan. I knew how to start. So I was good with it. But still, if I had to start from nothing and didn't have nothing, then I had to come up with, money to start, money to keep going, money to grow, and still doing this, and still, getting the foot out there, and building your presence, building your audience, and building customers. And because, I've never been the one to go to everybody I know. I don't do that. I meet new people and work it that way. I find a need. I've always been good at helping. So ever since I was little, I help, and I help good. So I know how to, come with the solutions to the problems that people have in business. And this is a solution. This is a viable business solution. If you're, watching this with me right now, if you're here with me right now, right below the video on the website, go ahead and click the link and get signed up. If you're watching this replay on YouTube or Vimeo or something, there should be a link in the description, but go ahead and get started today. If you have any questions, I want you to come to my website. Go to the website in the description, or you're already on the website. Send us a question. We'll put together a list and post the FAQ, but we'll answer your question right away. We really want this to work for you, really want to help you with this. You can get started as soon as you sign up. Everything will be there for you to get started. Like I said, it's a day by day thing. We start at the very beginning. As you complete the different tasks, then the next task will open up for you. You don't get to skip around. No, you start at the beginning. You get the work done, and we keep it moving because we want you to have a solid foundation. Don't want you to have any holes. We want to give you the education that you need so that you're able to keep producing. And yeah, we're going to send you other places to get the stuff you need. Everything is not in, we're not giving you everything ourselves. Yeah, we could teach it to you, but we're not going to reinvent the wheel. If it's already out there, then we're going to show you where to go and let you go and get it. Okay. So, this is Deanna Ellison. If, like I said, click the link below, $27 a month to get started. Look in the description, get the link. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you have any questions, call me, Skype me, email, go to our support on the website. Again, there should be a link in the description if you're watching the replay. And I'm not being funny, but this is a beta program, and we're probably only going to do, no, I know we're only going to do so many members this first year to see how well this really works. I know it can work. I've done smaller co-ops before, but to do one on a larger scale, especially trying to cover that SEO cost, I want to see if $27 is realistic. Might need to make it more, but we want to start it here and see how it works and see what we can do to offer you the best service to build your business to make you a 5-figure a month earner. All right. Deanna Ellison, Kingdom Empires. Sign up and I'll see you soon. Get you started. Thanks.